Hi, students. Welcome to your math lesson of the day. Today, we are in the last part of Chapter 8 in Big Ideas Math. And today, we are going to be working mostly with addition equation problems. And we are going to solve for our answer, our sum, in two different ways. We could solve it by the number line or drawing a number model. And I'm going to show you guys two different addition equation problems that show the two different methods. So for example, our first problem is going to be 23 plus 50 equals what? So for this example, I think I'm going to do the number line so I can show my work. Okay, and then you're probably thinking, Miss Schultz, there's a 3 in the ones place in 23, so how would I solve it on the number line? Well, since there is a 3, so what I like to do, I'd like to look at my ones place. So there's a 3 here and a 0 there, and 3 plus nothing is 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to label my number line by counting by tens, except I'm going to label it by 3. So since we're working with addition, so we know we're going to have more numbers than 23. So I'm going to start by labeling it 23 because, yeah, we're not going to go lower than 23 since we're using addition. We're gaining more numbers. So I'm going to count by my tens starting with 23. 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, and 93. And I'm going to pause there because I don't think we'll go past 100. So I've you noticed how since I want to keep my number in the ones place the same, so we have 3 in our ones place. So I'm going to do 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, and 93. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my number on 23, or excuse me, my dot. And you can do that either way too if you want to put your dot on 50, but since I labeled my number by 3s, I'm going to put my dot on 23. And I'm going to go up 5 times because that's what's in my tens place in my 50. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what did we land on? The number 73. Whoop, whoop. But if you're like, I don't know if I did that right, Miss Schultz, what I like to do is look at in my ones place, we have 3 and 0. So 3 plus 0 would be what? Well, 3 plus nothing will be 3. And then 2, let's see, I'm going to do a different color. 2 in my tens place and 5 in my tens place and 50. 2 plus 5 is 7. So that also equals 73. And yeah, and that also equals 73. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, you can check your work by doing that as well. But let's try another example where we can do a number model. So for this example, I am going to do, I'm going to do 7 plus 60. Okay, so you look at this example, you're like, oh, yeah, when you're adding numbers that are really small, I would just recommend doing the number model since you're not using addition for long numbers. Like if it was like 53 plus 60, I would use the number, um, the number line for like if you're using two big numbers to add together because it's easier to draw the number line and count from there versus drawing several blocks. But if you're trying to solve for a smaller number that you're adding together, then I would recommend doing the number model. So for this example, we have 7 and 60. So what I'm going to do for 7 is, since 7 is less than 10, right, I'm going to draw 7 blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then for over here, we have 0 in the ones place, but how many do we have in the tens place in 60? We have 6. So I need to draw 10 rods of 6. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So then from this point on, I could check my work. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or as known as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So both of these models match up, but we have 60, so we know we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the tens place. So I'm going to put a 6 in the tens place, and then how many do we have in the ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have the number 67. And what you could do is check your work. So since 7 is less than 10, nothing's there, nothing's in front of the 7. So 7 plus 0, 7 plus nothing will be 7. And then 6 plus 0 is also the same. You're adding zeros like adding nothing. So it will be 67 as well. And if you want more hands-on work with 8.8 or any section in chapter 8, please let me know. I'm more than happy to explain this math material more in detail. And I'll catch you guys next time in your math lesson. Bye.